Well, it's never too early to be looking at crop insurance. That's what we're going to discuss here today, looking at ECO coverage. But as always, as we go through the information, just keep in mind it's for education and example purposes. Make sure you guys know and understand your own risk tolerance as we go through this information. Craig, I'm going to turn it over to you. What kind of things are you seeing here as far as ECO this year?
So first of all, what is ECO coverage? So ECO is considered an enhanced coverage option. It's an area-based coverage that goes from 86 up to 95%. You can buy it from either 86% to 90 or from 86 to 95%. It uses the same discovery and harvest price as your multi-peril crop insurance uses, but instead of using your own yields, this is based off the county expected yield and then also what the county final yield is. And this covers a shallow loss coverage is what this is. How to use as part of your marketing plan, to manage in 2025. The biggest thing that changed on the ECO is the government subsidy in 2025 is now 65%. So that's up from the previous of 44%, and that can be purchased with your RP or YP protection. The one thing about ECO though that's kind of, needs to be fixed or we're looking into here is, if there is a payment, those payments won't be made to the following June. It's because we have to wait on county yields. So if you take ECO in 2025, you won't know what your payment is or you won't get a payment to the following June. And what we like to do is we like comparing an ECO to a put spread, assuming no change in yield. Here's a quick chart that we put out here on the ECO coverage. And all of this is really showing here is if you bought MPCI 80%, you're guaranteed to be $704 an acre and cost about $944 an acre. But when we move to the far right, the green box will show you that you got $79 acre coverage for ECO, which covers from 86 to 95%. And then below that, we're showing an MPCI of 70%, going with the ECO. So what we're doing here is we're doing a gap coverage. We're buying MPC at 70%, and then we're buying ECO from 86 to 95%. And as you can see, your total guarantee and your cost for doing that, are more comparable to 80%.
Yeah, so coming over on the put side of things, like you said, it's always good to just kind of compare the alternatives that are out there. So if we're going to use a fall corn price for December at 443 and we're going to assume a 200 bushel an acre yield, we got to take that 95 to 86% coverage, like you said. So for corn, that would put you at around a 421 price for the 95% coverage down to 381 on the 86. What you would look at is an at the money put or a 420, 380 put spread. So the cost comparatively here, when you're looking at the ECO cost in this example, is about 7 cents a bushel, whereas that 423.80 put spread is going to run you about 16 cents. Then obviously, with that comes the max gain potential where your ECO comes in quite a bit better at 33 cents compared to the put spread at 24. So in this instance, it seems like ECO is probably the way to go for a lot of producers.
A couple of final thoughts here when we get down to, looking at ECO. You have to compare the cost of ECO to options. That's the thing you have to really do is compare that. The one thing you have to remember when you use options, there's no yield in consideration. When you do use ECO, the county target yield and then the county final yields are helped to determine whether there's a final payment or not. So does it work good to help for price protection? Absolutely is a good program to use. Absolutely. The only thing you got to remember is if your yields are way up in your county and the price is down, there might not be a payment for ECO. The next thing, we look at ECO and MPCI together, consider a gap in coverage, get paid quicker and then leave a gap if you have a bigger loss. That's the one thing we'd really consider doing. And, that also gets your, cost down. Call us to discuss your insurance options. If you have any questions on this, just give us a call. We'll be happy to, to help you out with it. And finally, risk management is both insurance and market knowledge. So you want to work with both your broker and your insurance agent on trying to come up with a good risk management plan. At the end of the day, you got to make sure you have the right people in your corner and that you're buying what's best for your risk management plan and not the best for the commission plan. Then to wrap it up here, if you have any questions on any of this, don't be afraid to give us a call. Anything else you'd like to add to this, Pat?
That's it. We appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And we always enjoy making the content for you.